Welcome to Turning Pages with Bree. So glad you are here spending some of your TIME time with me on this video. Well, I wanted to jump in and do the mid-year book tag. Everybody seems to be putting them out, and I just wanted to join the bandwagon and check it out. So again, always thank you for watching. I appreciate any new subscribers, and always appreciating the subscribers that I currently have. I so appreciate you. Anywho, the first question on this tag is the best book you've read so far. So, so far this year, I would say the best book that I have read is Birds of a Feather. That is a part of the series. It's by Miss Ashley Antoinette, and I have put numerous, or I put enough out there about how I feel about Miss Ashley Antoinette and her pen. And reading this book, it's the first book in the series. Well, is it the first? I think it's either Birds of a Feather or Birds in the Sky, one of them. And it'll be up here. The first book started this series off, and of course I loved it. Could not say anything negative about this book. If you are a romance lover like me and you love all the mess and the messiness of romance and all the things that go along with that, you can go not wrong with reading one of her books. She does a fantabulous job, and this proved to be just as good. It was awesome. I enjoyed it, and go read it. Go read it and just thank me later. Best sequel. So I was gonna tag and say the same series, but I want to give you something different. So the best sequel I'm gonna say so far to me is Parachutes, book 2. I think it's called The Glide. It'll be up here, of course, for you to see, but I have not finished book 3, The Impact. I'm still in the beginning of that book, but book 2 was, I don't know how you could do it, but book 2 was actually, I think, better to me than book 1, and book 1 was awesome. So Parachutes by Miss Takara Allen takes that award hands down for me as the best sequel that I've read. A new release you haven't read yet but want to. That would be Score by Miss Kennedy Ryan. I want to read that. I do have it. I own my own copy now, and beautiful book. But I need to read Real, and I am about to start Real any day now. I was supposed to start yesterday, actually. And so anyways, probably going to start Real today. And once I've read Real, then I'll go into Score. Most anticipated release for the second half of this year would be Butterfly by Butterfly Book 6 by Miss Ashley Antoinette. I have pre-ordered that book. She is still doing, I think, a big campaign. I'm a total fan of Ashley Antoinette, and I love that series. We've been waiting for book 6 for forever, and it is now about to be released. I think in September is when I should be getting mine, and so can't wait. Definitely going to be reading that. The next one is Biggest Disappointment. So far this year, I would say my biggest disappointment is Honey and Spice by Bola Abeloa. I may be messing her name up, I'm sorry. It just wasn't for me. I know a lot of people love this book, but it just wasn't my cup of tea. And that's how you already know that books are so subjective, and reading is so subjective, because what you like, I might not like, and what I like, you might not like. So Honey and Spice just did not do it for me. And I'm just gonna leave it at that. Not to say that the author's writing wasn't good. I will probably try something else at some point by her. I know I've heard a lot about the second in the series, Sweet Heat, but I don't know if I want to go that route at all. I may just wait for something else. So we'll see. The biggest surprise for this year so far, that book would be Things You Save in a Fire by Catherine Center. That was my first book of hers, my first book to read of hers, and it was very unexpected. I did not I did not know that I was going to enjoy Catherine Center as much as I did on that first book. That was very unexpected, so much so that I really went in and started reading all of her catalog, just kind of going through it, because it's just really lighthearted, but also somewhat serious, the way she tackles some of the stories that she puts out, and she makes it good, and it's about a good subject matter that matters, you know what I'm saying? And so I just have enjoyed reading her books, and more than what I thought I would. The next is favorite new author. I have two. Evelyn Latrice. My first books of hers I've read this year, and so she's become a fast new favorite. And also Catherine Center. She also has become a new author favorite of mine. Newest fictional crush. I don't really know if I have a newest fictional crush. You know, I don't know about that. But what I will say is that as far as a fictional crush, I really like Ethic's character. And that's not new. I've been reading him, you know, about him for years by Ashley Antoinette. Her books have him all throughout. I don't think I've even read all of them, because she has some other ones that include Ethic in other books of theirs, and I need to go read those. But anyways, I just love the way his character, I just love the way his character is in those books. So if there was a fictional crush, it would be him, or currently I would say Pastor Nye in the Birds of a Feather, Birds in the Sky, you know, that series. Pastor Nye gets, well, I won't give anything away, but I'll just tell you that his in that last book, I think the third book is where we really get him and get to see him more. And he's a supporting character there, but yeah, he's a fictional crush. I like what he's putting down. Anyways, I don't have anybody for the next one. Newest favorite character. I don't really have a favorite character. Book that made me cry. I don't have that either. I don't have a book that made me cry. Not that I can remember anyways. And I have last year, but not this year. I don't think so anyways. I can't remember any. A book that made me happy, I would say When 40 Blooms by Miss Jacinta Howard. That was a really good read. I enjoyed it a lot. Made me want to go find more books by Miss Jacinta Howard, and I am. Enjoyed reading her. Enjoyed it a lot. Enjoyed this book in particular. Most beautiful book or cover, that would be Where the Wildflowers Grow by Miss Tara Shapson Harris. That book, hands down, is just gorgeous, in my opinion. It's a beautiful book, and I love flowers, so it's a beautiful book to me. What books do you need to read by the end of the year? Okay, I have 5. Okay. Loving Mr. Daniels by Miss Brittany Cherry, because I've had that on my list, TBR, to read a long time. Night Road by Kristen Hanna, also been on my TBR for a while, want to read that. The Summer Girlfriend by Christina Forrest. Heard a lot about it, and now I really want to get that read this year. The Fair Weather Friend by Jessie Garcia. I read The Business Trip by her, and she's now got this new book out, The Fairweather Friend, so I want to read that because I like her writing from that first book, and so I want to see what she's done in her second novel. And the last one, of course, or not so last, is Score by Miss Kennedy Ryan. Definitely want to get that read, but I gotta start Real, finish it, and then I'm gonna go to Score. And that was the last question, and so hopefully you enjoyed this. Give me your comments and tell me if you read any of these, or if you agree or not agree with any of what I shared on my little list, and tag to anyone else that wants to do that your tag. Go right ahead and do it. You can say I tagged you in to get in it. All right. Thanks for watching, and see you on the next one.